Lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. To the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. To lay down your arms and receive full immunity or face certain death. It will be certain death. I call upon all Iranian patriots who yearn for freedom to seize this moment, to be brave, be bold, be heroic, and take back your country. Lay down their arms. They're only going to be killed. And now is the time to stand up for the Iranian people and help take back your country. We also urge Iranian diplomats around the world to request asylum and to help us shape a new and better Iran.
We are on the same page in terms of getting this terrible regime in Tehran away, and we will talk about the day after, what will happen then if they are out.
We will easily prevail. We don't want to make the war any more complex than it already is. They really are a nation of terror and hate, and they're paying a big price right now. They were all prepared. They're very strong. You know, they're going to try and take over the whole Middle East. They were going to knock out Israel. Epic Fury! Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only do. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won. You know, you never like to say too early you won. We won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over. They are absolutely being destroyed. Iran is being absolutely decimated. That's all I can say.
I think he might be helping them a little bit. Yeah, I guess. And he probably thinks we're helping Ukraine, right?
And you are, right?
Yeah, we're helping them also. And so he says that. And China would say the same thing. You know, it's like, hey, they do it and we do it, in all fairness. They do it and we do it.
Very important that we take out the nuclear threat from Iran, and we've done that very strongly, very powerfully. We've wiped out their Navy, wiped out their military in every aspect. Their Air Force is now decimated. They have no Air Force, no Navy. They have no radar. Their radar is entirely gone. Their anti-aircraft machinery is gone. Everything is gone. Their leaders are gone. You know, in a different sense, we're doing very well, I will say. We're knocking them for a loop. They can't have a nuclear weapon, and they now understand that very strongly. We knocked out their Navy, their Air Force, their anti-aircraft equipment, their radar, and their leaders.
Is there anybody the U.S. can work with as a leader going forward?
Well, we have a man named the Treasury Secretary here, so maybe maybe he wants to discuss it. I don't want to get too crazy here. Not a contest. It's not even a contest. They do whatever they want. They can't. They had a lot of great equipment, Russian equipment, Chinese equipment. They had plenty of money. That equipment was useless against us. Useless. It's a simple military maneuver. It's relatively safe, but you need a lot of help. It would be nice if the countries, including China, if the countries that use it, China uses it 90% of their energy. Japan is 95% of the energy. It would be nice if those countries would get involved. are now having really good discussions. They started last night, a little bit, the night before that, and I think they're very good. They want peace. They've agreed they will not have a nuclear weapon, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll see. You have to get it done. But I would say there's a very good chance. We eliminated their Air Force. We eliminated all of their air defense, everything. We eliminated everything there is to eliminate, and we eliminated them. We eliminated their leaders. We have had very, very strong talks. We'll see where they lead. We have major points of agreement. I would say almost all points of agreement. They want very much to make a deal. We'd like to make a deal too. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. And it was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. Steve, can I reveal the present?
You can do anything you want, Steve.
They said to show you the fact that we're real and solid and we're there. We're going to let you have 8 boats of oil, 8 boats, 8 big boats of oil. And actually, they then apologized for something they said, and they said, we're going to send 2 more boats. And it ended up being 10 boats. They say, oh, we're not talking to them. Anybody would know that. And only a total fool. And they're not fools. They're very smart, actually, in a certain way. And they're great negotiators. I say they're lousy fighters, but they're great negotiators. They lied about 3 days ago. I said, yeah, we're negotiating with this. We are not negotiating. I would only say that we're doing extremely well in that negotiation, and we will probably, I think we'll make a deal with them, pretty sure. Whether it's possible, we won't. But we've had regime change. We have a group, it's really a new regime. It's a group of people that we've never dealt with before, that are acting very reasonable. It is truly regime change.
You had offered that 15-point plan to Iran. Did they ever come back with
Yeah, they came back on the 15-point plan. They gave us most of the points. Why wouldn't they? We'll be leaving very soon, and if France or some other country wants to get oil or gas, they'll go up through the Strait and Hormuz Strait. They'll go right up there and they'll be able to fend for themselves. I think it'll be very safe, actually, but we have nothing to do with that. What happens in the Strait, we're not going to have anything to do with. Again, we have had regime change. Now, regime change was not one of the things I had as a goal. I had one goal. They will have no nuclear weapon. And that goal has been attained. They will not have nuclear weapons. But we're finishing the job, and I think within maybe 2 weeks, maybe a couple of days longer. Build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before, should have done it with us, as we asked. Go to the Strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourself. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant, against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days.
What is your response to critics who say that it is your mental health that should perhaps be examined as this war continues?
I haven't heard that. But if that's the case, you're going to have more people like me, because our country was being ripped off on trade, on everything, for many years until I came along. We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be, we want free traffic of oil and everything. They're capable fighters. They're very tough people. And there are others like that. You don't mind when the enemy is weak, but that enemy is strong.